You wake up to the ground shaking so violently that your walls crack. You stumble outside, trying to stand upright, but the earth feels like waves rolling under your feet. People are screaming, buildings collapsing, and then you see it. The Mississippi River, one of the biggest rivers in the world, is flowing backwards. Your mind freezes and you whisper, "What actually happened?" What you just witnessed was real. It happened during the New Madrid megaquake of 1811, one of the most powerful earthquakes in U.S. history, so strong it made the Mississippi reverse direction. Early morning on December 16, 1811, a massive quake estimated around 7.5 to 8.0 struck the central United States. This was no ordinary quake. The shaking lasted minutes. Ground ripples rolled like ocean waves. Chimneys collapsed across states. Bells rang as far away as Boston. But the strangest moment happened right after. The river reversal. Eyewitnesses saw the river suddenly swell upward, like a huge bulge rising from below. Then the water surged backward, rushing upstream with violent force. Boats were thrown around. Shorelines vanished. Islands disappeared. This happened because the quake lifted sections of the riverbed, causing water to slosh backward in a massive surge called a seiche. For hours, the river literally flowed in reverse. The world wouldn't stop shaking. And this was only the beginning. Two more huge quakes hit the region on January 23, 1812, February 7, 1812. Both powerful enough to repeat the backward flow event. More than 2,000 aftershocks shook the region for months. People described it as the earth never stopped moving. The New Madrid area was devastated. Entire forests sank. Sand and mud blasted out of the ground like geysers. The ground warped so dramatically that a brand new lake, Reelfoot Lake, was created entirely by earthquake damage. Why this was so rare? What made the 1811 quake so bizarre was its location. Most huge earthquakes happen at plate boundaries, California, Japan, Chile. But this one struck the middle of a tectonic plate, deep in the American interior. It came from ancient fault lines reawakening, releasing an enormous amount of energy where no one expected it. If a quake of this size struck the same region today, St. Louis, Memphis, and millions of people could be affected. Modern simulations show bridges failing, pipelines rupturing, and yes, parts of the Mississippi could reverse again. The fault is still active, still capable, still unpredictable. So what actually happened? The Mississippi River didn't suddenly break the laws of nature. The earthquake lifted sections of the riverbed, creating temporary barriers. Water rushed backward to fill the sudden rise. A seiche, a giant sloshing effect, amplified the motion. It looked supernatural. It looked impossible, but it was pure geology at work. A rare, violent collision of underground forces created one of the strangest moments in American history, a river defying gravity, at least for a moment.